welcome to another video. In today's video, this is the 2024 harvest. Look at everything I've got to grow this year. So those raised beds are scrap wood that I've been dragging around with me since, I believe, 2017. I had an office and I had a dispute with the landlord, and I moved out, and I had built basically covered up some ugly wall and plumbing weird stuff with like this stuff, just faced it off so it just looked like a shelf, covered up some ugliness. Well, I ripped that out, like I'm not leaving my my wood here, and yeah, I've been dragging around ever since, and now it's actually doing something. That's what you just don't throw things away. You never know when you're going to need them. So I got rabbits is my biggest problem with growing stuff around here. So this is my rabbit protected carrot cage, because I figure if they're going to go after anything, it's probably going to be carrots if the cartoons are correct. Now this is stinky, stinky, stinky. But I'm hoping it's going to be just amazing. Like super food for the plants. So mostly that's what's in there. There's a tiny little bit of this azure mite stuff, which is like all the base nutrients, and I made up my entire thing full. So the plan is, once I start watering these 6, fertilizing those like right from the start, that what I'll do is I will take, like a measure for each one, and then I'll measure the ingredients for that same measurement that I just took out, and I'll replenish that. And then so then I'll be fertilizing once a week is the plan. And so that thing should basically pretty much just set full all the time. So whatever is in those is becoming, I don't know, it stinks. And some people say farming's not supposed to stink, but fertilizer is kind of a different category. It's not like it stinks bad enough to, make this whole property stink. It just stinks downwind of this thing. Like right here it doesn't stink, but the wind's blowing this way, right there it stinks. All right, so this thing's all been prepared. You can check out that video here. And then I decided to grow some other stuff. Here's a seed off my 2022 harvest. One seed, and it actually sprouted. Pretty excited about that. Then I had this garlic growing in my refrigerator for a really, really, really long time. Now, if you remember, this whole thing started as a gray water. This is all gray water. Now, it was like that right here. Well, maybe not like that, but it was gray water right here. So the first thing I did was plant some onions in 2022. Okay, it's 2024. The onions grew all through 2022. I didn't harvest them. They were right here. They grew all the way through 2023. I didn't harvest them. So then this year, right when they came up, actually, so it was kind of weird, because there was like 3 that I planted. So all those onions came off of 2 of them. So they broke up into multiple onions, right? There's so these are just, I put these out, and like the next day it snowed. Rained a ton, and then snowed like 6 inches. This was all covered in snow. The onions didn't care. The Greek oregano did not care. The basil and the serrano pepper, obviously carrot. Okay, so that all came from 2 onions that I planted in 2022. And this one. I don't know if it's a different variety onion, but it behaves completely different. Like when I dug that up, it was like an onion. It was like an onion about like that big and growing like this, where these were just these little clumps of tons of little, teeny little bulbs, right? But that one was huge. And that one is the one that flowered both in 2022 and it flowered in 2023, but didn't put off any viable seeds. So I don't know why it didn't break up into a bunch of bulbs like this. No idea. But I'm going to let that one go to seed, and hopefully I'll get some viable onion seeds for next year. That's the hopes there. Now this whole bed here is carrots, and they should be coming up anytime soon now, hopefully. It's May 15th, and we have little things showing up here. There's one right there. I don't know if it's gonna show up on the camera. There's one right there. There's one right there. There's some right there. So, oh, there's one right there. They're popping. They're popping. The carrots are popping as of the 15th. I trimmed all the tops of the garlic to give them, because they were a little floppy from the snow. But they're doing good. Did I say garlic? Those are onions. Duh. I cut the tops off the onions. Ugh. This little guy here. Nice. And now this is the garlic, and no, I didn't cut the tops off this. Looks like I got one here that might not go. I think I need to transplant the ones that are on the side like that, the doubles. That one would be okay, but I might just put them all in here if the carrots don't pop up in some spots. I'll just put the garlic there. All right, it's May 24th. This one, it's looking a little rough, but I think it'll be okay. I actually just cut the top off of it and put the top down there. I doubt it'll do anything, but it was looking pretty bad. The rest of them look okay. Had a little problem with these two. Wilted. This is day like 3. I got them, I put them in. Yesterday morning I came out here, and that one were wilted. That one came right back. That one took a few hours to come back, but they're fine now. So yeah, they're all different. That's Oreos. That's papaya punch, maybe. This is like elixir or something like that, maybe. And this is Apple Jacks. And this is Desert Storm, maybe. And ice cream cake. And a seed of, that's Oregon Diesel. Garlic's doing good. I'm thinking about just letting all this garlic go into letting the scapes grow and then getting all the garlic and then having a big harvest of garlic. Like plant it right after I harvest the carrots. Everything's going good. The one problem I had was with vents, the bubblers, got plugged. So it stopped bubbling basically. It wasn't doing any bubbling because like whatever was growing in there grew so good it plugged the little stone thing. So I came out here and this thing was just black. I was like, oh no. So I took off the stones, I weighted the hoses down, and it's been days. And I used to have this, you can see it on the edges, the foam layer on the top that was just, mystery goodness, bubbling making. And it hasn't been coming back that fast. So I threw another pineapple head in there and some onion and like some other little scrappy stuff. Like I cut some onion stuff off there. It's starting to develop now. Part of it might be because the bubbles aren't air stone bubbles. They're just, so it's not going into the water column as readily, possibly. And also just whatever the goodness that was in there died and got eaten by some other thing. Because this was black. It has a nice brown look to it now.